Let us try to solve the second problem. The problem reads as follows. Write a program to accept an integer and find its sum of digits and reverse. Also, check for the palindrome. So in this program, what you are supposed to do is you are given a number, say let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 is a number. You need to find the individual sum, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, so this sum you are going to find. Let's put equal to. Also, you need to reverse this number. So if you try to reverse this number, this is going to be 4321, and then check whether these two numbers are palindrome or not. Again, for those who are not familiar, palindrome is a number. If you reverse that number must appear same. For example, if you write 1221, and if you try to reverse this, you get this 1 here, and this is going to be 1. You get this 2 here, this is going to be 2 here. You get this 2 to the other side, and finally the other two. You're going to get all of them in the same way, so that will be a palindrome. So let's try to solve the problem. I have with me the notepad. I'm going to go and select the language first. So I will go to the shell and then select the language as the shell. Under the language, I'm going to select the language as the shell. So I'll select it as shell. Now let me go here and let me write the problem. So what is that we are supposed to do is we are supposed to get the number. So echo, enter a number. Let me see, enter a number, and I'm going to read that number. Let me call that as number as n. I don't know why that takes it as number, but okay, I want that echo statement not to give a new line. You know very well, when you use the echo statement, it produces the new line, that is the slash n. So you are all familiar. It just produces the slash n. Okay, this is the slash n that you are familiar. So I am just pressing that slash n. I don't know why it's not able to take the escape. Okay, so we're back. Let's go ahead and let's do the remaining part. So what is that we are supposed to find is we are supposed to find the reverse of a number. So I will take the reverse as 0, initial value of reverse as 0, and because I need to compare the number, the final number, the reverse number with the original number, I'm going to just store that original number in the temp variable. So in this temp variable, now you will one thing you must notice here is, some of you, when you typing it, you may put a space in between, like you're familiar with your C program. Do not put the space between the arguments or between the variable and its value, because when you put the space like this, it will consider the first part as the command, and it will say that command does not exist. So when you are assigning it, do not put the space. That thing you have to remember. Okay, so what is that we are doing? We are all familiar. Whenever we want to do this kind of trick, what is that we are doing? Suppose if we are given a number 1, 2, 3, 4, what's the first thing that you will do is you will try to divide the number, and you are trying to get the remainder. So 1, 2, 3, 4 mod 10. If I do it, what is the answer that you're going to get? You're going to get the remainder. So if you do the division, what you get is the remainder. You're going to get it as 4. Now if you divide this number 1 2 3 4 by, say, by 10, if you directly divide it by 10, the answer that you are going to get is 123.4. Okay, if you take the integer part of it, so what you get now is 1234. Again you try to divide this one, do the modular division. So what is the remainder that you are going to get here in this case is 3, not the 4, 3. And if you divide this 1 2 3 by 10, what is the answer that you are going to get in this case is 12.3. So if you take the integer part of it, you are going to get it as 12. So divide that to 12, divide the 12 by 10. The answer that what you are going to get is the 2. And again, if you try to take that number 12 and then do a direct division, what the answer that you are going to get is 1.2. The integer part of it will be 1. Take that 1, perform the modular division by 10. The remainder, 10 does not go in 1, so the remainder will be 1. And if you take the 1 and divide it by 10, the answer that you're going to get is 0.1. The integer part of it will be 0. Once you get the 0, you are done with it. So you are going to get the individual number, that is 4. In the from 1 to 3 4 you get the 4 3 2 1. Now how to reverse this number? So multiply it with the 10, multiply the first remainder by 10. So what is the answer that you are going to get is 40. Okay, not 10, 40. 40 plus 3, so use the addition. 40 plus 3 will be 43. So you're going to get 43. Again multiply it by 10. So what the answer you are going to get is 430. So you're going to get 430. Add this with the next remainder, that is 430 plus 2, that is going to be 432. Multiply it again with 10. So what answer are you going to get? It is 4320. Add 1 to it, and the answer that you are going to get now is 4321. So what you're doing is, every time you get the remainder, you multiply the remainder with the 10 and add it to the next remainder that you are getting it. So next remainder, again multiply the whole thing, add it to the next remainder that you are getting. I hope you are familiar with this concept, just to recall what you are supposed to do. And you notice that this whole thing has to be done until the number breakdowns to 0. So from 4321 the number becomes 0. When the number becomes 0, you just stop this iteration. So what are the things you are doing? First you do the mod division, get the remainder. Next time divide it by 10 and get the integer part. So that's it. However, there is one small thing that you are supposed to do. As per as the question, you are supposed to find the sum of this thing, that is 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So I need one more variable. Let me initialize that variable, sum equal to 0. So one more variable, because I need to find the sum. So I'm going to say while the number not equal to 0, you are going to go ahead and do the while loop. Okay, so what is the first thing that you are going to do? First thing that you are going to do is get the remainder. So how do you get the remainder? Again, if you notice over here, I am not putting the space there, very important. You are not going to do this one. So you are familiar with your C program, and in the C program you will do this. This is not going to work. The reason is it will not evaluate, the shell will not evaluate any expression directly. For it to evaluate the expression, you need to run the expr, okay, and this has to be executed. In order to execute this, we start with the back quote. Remember, this is not the single quote. This one is the single quote, this one is the back quote, which is available near the escape key. So I'm going to say expression dollar number mod 10, and again put the back quote. So that gets the remainder. What's the next thing that you are going to do? Reverse is equal to, this is what you will write in C program. Reverse is equal to reverse into 10 plus remainder. This is what you will do it in C program, but you can't do this in shell script, because shell script will not evaluate any expression on its own. So what you'll do, you start with the back quote, not the single quote. Expression dollar reverse, okay, into 10. However, there is one minor problem. Into means there are two things that you get in your shell. One is star. This is called as a wild card character. Star means everything. Question mark means single character. So these two are slightly dangerous. When you try to put the star, it thinks everything. It takes it as a wild card. So you need to escape that, and you know very well how do you escape in C. You put a backslash there. That is not the division. This is the division symbol. I am using the backslash. How do you write backslash n? What is this backslash? Backslash says it is an escape. Okay. Similarly, I am escaping the meaning of star. What is the meaning of star? Star means wild character for the shell. So I have to do that thing. So reverse is equal to reverse into 10 plus the remainder. So this is what I am going to do. So I got the first one. And what's the next thing? Next thing is sum is equal to sum plus remainder. So this is what you are going to do. Sum is equal to sum plus remainder. Why? According to the program, you have to find the sum of the individual digit. So if you are giving 1, 2, 3, 4 as a digit, then you have to find 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, sum of the individual digit. So you get the individual remainder, individual digit, you need to sum them up. So let's try to do that thing. Again, to evaluate, I start with the backcode. expr dollar sum plus dollar remainder. So I do that thing. So I get this one. So I get this one, and lastly I will change the number. Number is equal to number by 10. This is what you would do in a C program, but here we cannot do that. So we start with the expr dollar n divided by 10. So these are the things that we are going to do. That's all we need to do in the while loop. Once we come out of this while loop, what are the things that we can do? We can echo the values of the sum of individual digits, okay, and then I'm going to show the sum, okay, sum of the individual digit. So I got that thing. Echo, and I'm going to say reversed number, okay, and I'm going to say reverse, okay, that's it. So you got the reverse number. Then the last one, you just check if the if not id if this reversed number, this reverse number is equal to the original number. Remember, original number vanishes when you reduce it here. So that is why I've stored that in the temp. So if that is equal to the temp number that you have stored it, then you say that echo $temp, that is the original number, is a palindrome. Okay. Else you echo and say that $temp is not a palindrome. Okay, and then I'm going to close the fi. So that's all we need to do here. Let's go and let's go to our shell prompt and then try whether to execute this, and if there is any error we will correct that one. So I'm going to copy this whole thing, Control C to copy it. Let me go to the prompt here, and I am in BSc. Suppose if you are not there in the BSc, what you are supposed to do? Let me zoom in for you. Okay, suppose if you are not there in BSc, what is the command? First you type cd and then you say cd BSc. By the way, BSc will not be there in the original. I created it in the last exercise. So watch the last exercise wherein I created a folder or a directory called BSc and I'm using it. Okay, so let me use the nano, not name, nano, and let me create exb2.sh. Okay, so this is the second exercise in the part B. So I have the nano with me. If I zoom out a bit and again a bit, you will see I'm in the nano. I'm going to right click on it. So I have my program written there, and now I'm going to zoom in for you so that you know what I'm trying to do. And if you watch the last video, you know very well I want to write it. So Control O to write that thing, Control O, and press enter. That's all. And I'm going to exit this one by Control X, exit out of it. We are back and let's try to run this one. sh, so exb2.sh, press enter, and if everything goes fine, let's see what we are going to get. 1 2 3 4 and press enter, and what you get, I'm sorry about this one, it is moving this side and that side because I have already told you there is one minor problem with the NVIDIA card. I'm not getting the driver. Okay, so anyhow, 1 2 3 4 is the digit, and if you add it you're going to get the sum, and if you reverse it, it is going to be 4 3 2 1, and it is not a palindrome. Let me try it with the palindrome. I'm going to try with the number 1 2 2 1. Okay, the sum is 6 and reverse is that, and I think it is a palindrome. That's all we need to do here. And one extra thing that I would like to show you now, most of you have done your C program and you got something in color. The output, if you want to, now you see this thing is coming in green color. Now suppose if you say, can I get this one in color? It is possible. For this you have to use a sequence like this. Okay, so this is the escape sequence 033 followed by a open square bracket. Now this is how you have to type it. You don't have the choice. Either you can type 0 here or 1 here. Okay, 0 means light, 1 means dark color, and then you have a range from 32 to 37. Any number you can type for a different color, followed by M and your text. And once you do it, the same color will appear throughout. Now to disable that, to get back to the original, that is a black and white color. Now once you change this color, everything, suppose if you change it to green, everything from that point will come in green. You to reset it back, it is /033, then again the square bracket 0m. This is for resetting it. I will do it only with 1. Remember, this is not absolutely required for your examination or your practical exercise. It's not required. If you are really interested in something extra, you can do it. Very, very important thing, you have to take the echo in the enhanced mode. That's very important. Without enhanced mode, it will not work. So let me try that thing. So I'm going to go here for my palindrome. Only when it is a palindrome, I'm going to show it in one color, and when it is not a palindrome, I'm going to show it in some other color. So how do I do it? First, I take it to the enhanced mode. Okay, and then escape sequence 033 it is required. Then I will put everything in the inside this single quote. Escape sequence 033, then this one, either you can say dark color or light color, this is up to you. Okay, so if you notice in this one I have used one here to say that it is dark color. So if you want the appearance to come in the color to come in the uh, lighter color, you make this as 0. So you can put 0 here. Okay, colon, I'm going to use 36, I don't know what that number is, 36m. Okay, I'm going to do that thing, and let me put the whole thing back. So this is resetting it back. You need to reset it back, otherwise the color from that point onwards, the entire thing will come in this color. Now I tried the same thing with the palindrome or not palindrome minus e, and I'm going to use 30 where is this 32, I suppose 32 must be there. Okay, let's see. And then I'm going to copy this whole thing here. This is to reset. The last one that I'm doing is I change the color here. Now I don't know whether you have done that HTML programming wherein you start with the B and slash B, like that. You reset the color back, otherwise what will happen is the color, if it is a yellow color, all the things will come in yellow. After that the whole thing will come in yellow. So I will reset the color back. That's the thing. Let me try it and let's see whether it's going to work. So Control C, and I'm going to go to my script here. I'll zoom in for you. Now first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that one file rm ex b2.sh. I'll remove that file. Then I'll open the nano, and I'm going to just copy this. I'll do it here only, so you will notice that I have used some escape sequence. Then I'm going to save this one. Control O to save. Control X to exit, and then I'm going to use the shell. Okay, and let me type the number 1234 and press enter, and you notice that it has come in. You notice that 1234 is not a palindrome. You see a different color here. You notice whole thing is minus e has not taken. I don't know, it has not taken the enhancement of minus e, because this is not a perfect bash. Maybe it is not taking it up. So usually shell will take it. In any case, let me try the other one, and that is with the palindrome 1221. Okay, it has come in the blue color. Now it should have taken the enhancement mode, but I think this particular shell that you're using is directly taking without the enhancement. It is already in the enhanced mode, so that minus e you can ignore it. Now in this particular case, in most of the other shell, without that minus, that what is the meaning of saying that minus e is let me zoom out for you. Minus e means you are taking this echo in the enhanced mode. So this in general, this kind of escape sequence will work only if it is there in the enhanced mode. Maybe for your practical purpose, when you are using it on maybe other real Ubuntu or maybe other distribution, if it is not working, if this sequence is not working, just remember that you need to put minus a. If that works without minus a, well and good, there is no absolutely no problem. I will not rerun the program. You got it. Without this it should work. Maybe let me show you without that also. Control C, and I have to repeat the same thing. Let me zoom in for you a bit, and maybe somewhere I can try. Okay, first thing I have to remove it. Let me remove the SH and let me use the nano, and I will paste it. I know it is a bit irritating to watch me doing this. I can't help it because of the driver that it's using. Okay, so I will write it and I will exit it, and then let me run it just to see whether it works. 1 2 3 4. Okay, it is working, and you can change the color, by the way, and maybe 1333, it is a palindrome. Okay, now you can change the color and find out for yourself what is going to happen if you try to change this color. You can take this color from 32, you can try it 32, 33, 34, 35, like that. If you do it in the other way around, if you start it with the 42, let me take it as 42 and 44. So what is going to happen is 42 and 44, it will take it in the, it will highlight the background. So let me even show that particular thing. Maybe you can try it if you have time. So control C it, and let me clear it first, and let me zoom in for you. A bit difficult to show you. Okay, now where is it? Okay, I will remove this one, and where is this? Okay, nano, right click, and then I'm going to save it. Control O, enter, Control X, exit, and then I'm trying to run this one. Where is the, okay, run this one, enter a number 1 2 3 4. Okay, and you notice that after 40 it is highlighting the background. Can you see this? It's highlighting the background. So that is the background color. 42 to 47 is the background color, 32 to 37 is the foreground color. Now if I try to take it for one more thing, like 444, which is a palindrome obviously, and you notice it's going to come in background highlighted one. So you can try them if at all you are really interested in doing something, you can get it. So if you start this number in 42 to 47, this number, it will be the background highlighting. 32 to 37, it will be the foreground highlighting. If you want, you can do it. I'm not forcing you to do that. Okay, thank you for your interest. We will meet again in the next class. Thank you.